have a lot of major.
By the way, Q and Trump do know about this because that's where I've heard it before. It was a Q channel, and they know how to read this. They know how to decode these. Well, they have been anyway. This is why we are still alive, I think. They know all about the economists, and they know how to decode all these number things they do. So I think that Hurricane Dorian was one of them that was supposed to hit Florida, but they were able to stop that. But anyway, um, so what this guy is saying is something's going to happen in Hawaii by the end of the month, or that's what they had planned, that one of the volcanoes was going to erupt and cause, and also tsunami on the East Coast and the West Coast. That was what this whole cover is about. There's a whole bunch before this that led up to him saying that, but I can't tape an hour worth. But it's really interesting. Who is this anyway? He's kind of interesting. I mean, I see it a lot. Oh, it's on the. Oh, he's putting it up. The Horseman. Okay, that's cool because he's pretty reliable. Anyway, that is Q affiliated. So, all right. So let me just show you this real quick. It's really trippy.
Earthquakes and faults going off, and this is going to be the beginning of the destruction of the United States. And then basically, I'm showing a day later, day to 2 days later, depending on what time zone you're in, we're going to have the nuclear attack. So this is very important. This is big stuff. I will need to warn as many people as possible. I need all you to help me. So if this information is convincing at all, please share this with others. You'd want to be warned. And so I thank you for warning others. Even if you don't agree with this completely, or you see maybe there's something in this, or if you even want to say, hey, check out this crazy guy who's saying this stuff, whatever you need to say, get this out. Because Jesus, the Lord Jesus is basically moving in me, and he has for the last year and 2 months to get this out on YouTube. So I'm showing you more and more evidence as these episodes go, and things I've shown in the past as well of what's coming. So to reiterate what I did in my episode 1, towards the end, I'm showing the 21st day of the 9th month of 2019 is when the attack's going to be on Hawaii, okay? It's going to be a nuclear torpedo, which is a Poseidon missile shot from a Russian submarine. That's what all the predictive programming is showing. Okay, and I've shared all of this in my other videos. You can look at past video series. I would go as far as back as August attacks, and then iPad Go 2 and Georgia Guidestones completely solved. Then also, the other ones since then up to now. So if you can check out any and all or all those, I would. There's a lot of information in all those, and I keep do my best to guess when the time frame is. Well, now because I have this time frame, there's nothing that's not hitting this time frame that I've researched in the past. It has hit I've tried to shoot holes in this time frame, and I can't. That's one of my processes, to try to shoot holes in a date or a possible time frame. Okay, so anyway, so let the evidence be presented here and see what you think. It's all up to you. So, and again, I don't know the future. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not prophesying anything. it's my supposition, or it's my theory that this will all happen on this time frame from November 21st, basically, is when it'll start, through November 23rd. Okay, so what I'm showing here is the 21st of the 9th month, 2019, is when the attack on Hawaii. So I'm going to talk about this. The 9th month is actually, like I mentioned, watch my previous video without getting into everything, but it's November. Novem in Latin is 9. So in the month of November is Latin number 9, and it's the 11th month. So in the month of November alone is 9/11. Okay, so that's the actual real attack date to take down the United States. The original 9/11 was just a shadow of what they're really intending. And it wasn't actually the 9th month and the 11th day, the last 9/11. Okay, but I'm going to talk more about that in my next episode. So without much further ado, so that's the time frame here. I'm going to talk more about how this economist cover here, when I've taken the two covers and put them together, so I took the original cover and then reversed
check
it and
out
stuck
this
it
horse head
side
thing.
by side to the one
He's going to show you something in a minute. It's really crazy.
And it's reversed. The one on the left is reversed. So as you see, I'm just recapping some things, but as you see in the middle, this is a picture of Molech. Okay, right here is his eyes right here, horns, nose, kind of wide nostrils right here, and head. And then this is his ears right here. That shows it right here, kind of. And this is the sacrifice of these psychos that these Luciferian global elites that believe in Molech want to sacrifice a bunch of children and people. They call it the sacrifice of the goats and the sheep. By the way, Hawaii, the Big Island, is the shape of a goat's head. Or you can look at it as also the shape of a sheep's head.
I mean, you
It's got
can
the
see
ear,
it.
the mouth,
It
the
looks
neck, and
just
right
like
where the
that.
neck line is, and I didn't put a slide in here, right where
Look
the
at
neck
those
line is, where
eyes.
Kilauea is, where the fissures that went off last year are, and it makes a dotted line all the way down to the coast, and that's where they're going to cut the throat of the goat slash sheep, because it's like the Bible says, the sheep and the goats. So the sheep represent the believers, the goats represent the unbelievers in a sense. And so they're going to sacrifice people to Molech, and that's why Molech is shown here when I put these two together. So I'm going to show you far more in this episode. Okay, so right in the bottom here, let me go back here. Right here is what I'm showing you right here. And this is where the pit is opening. Okay, it says Molech's coming out right here. The pit is right here. And I've showed some of this in my last video, or last series. But I'm going to show more here. So again, this is the locust. You see this locust here? There's the head with mandibles here,
That is
eyes.
crazy.
And then these dark spots, like orangish spots, are connections where the legs joints are. And then there's a head, thorax, abdomen right here. You can see. And there's several other faces in here. There's a face right here with two eyes right here and a mouth. And then right here, those two eyes make like ears of a bat's head right here. You can look at that yourself. This is the pit right here. This is also some kind of buffalo-looking man creature. There's several faces blended together. So there's a nose right here, eyes, and then just kind of make kind of horns with a kind of a goatee thing down here, which I can't get to on this pointer thing, which is really ridiculous. Anyway, this is the pit right here. This is representing the pit right here, which is Hawaii. Hawaii, by my research for a long time, several years, has shown me that, and other people like Daniel Alexander Cannon with Logic for Authority, he's confirmed a lot of things that I've seen already as well. He knows this as well. Hawaii is the cap of the abyss, and then CERN's going to use the technology they have with the Large Hadron Collider to open up a portal. Once they blow it, then these things are going to come out. And then these all kinds of spiritual beings and locusts that the Bible talks about in Revelation 9. Okay, and I'm showing you that right here. This is a locust right here, and other demon faces coming out here as well. There's far more I'm going to show you, so hold on, buckle up here. And then towards the top of the magazine, when you were putting these two back to back, you see this kind of locust king kind of thing. He's got a smile right here. He's got antenna right here. If you can see this, I'm going to show you far more than just this. He's got like a chest right here. Here's his shoulders right here. I mean, there's so much, but I'm just letting you know it's right here. There's so much in this imagery. If you go along this whole spine, all the way from top to bottom, upside down and right side up, there's so many faces. I'm going to show you some of these right now, and you won't believe it. Okay, so then let's go take the whole thing upside down now, and then you can see a face right here. This, whatever this is, I don't know if this is an armadillo or it's something else. I can't remember the creature. I should probably looked it up. But you see the eyes right here. There's got pupils right there, right there. There's kind of a nose right here. There's fangs right here, and this thing right here. There's another set of eyes right here. But now look for a second. And then this is an ear. This is an ear. Kind of squint your eyes a little bit, and then it kind of helps you see it. It almost looks
so
like a baboon
freaky.
looking
That's
creature right
the
here.
nose,
There's another one
the
here.
two
There's a
eyes,
skull in the middle
the
with
ears,
an absence of the nose, like the shadow of a
these
skull
horns.
nose.
It's
There's
strange.
a skull right here. There's so many
It
things
almost
in
looks
here. If you just kind
Bigfooty,
of
you know?
look at it,
Looks like
take
what
some time.
Bigfoot would
But I'm
look
going to show
like.
you more things that you can't see
Are
by
they
just looking
demonic?
at the cover plainly. Okay, so let me zoom it up a little bit more. Take this second. If you need to pause the video, look at this. Really look at this. And it what helps me is just kind of squint my eyes a little bit. And maybe this is like the Locust King, or maybe that's Apollyon, technically. I don't know. Or maybe some other main creature or something. I don't know what it is. I know what some of these things are, but other things, I mean, who the heck knows? I mean, I don't know what these things are that are coming out exactly. I know what the Bible says about it.
This
A
black
locust
thing in the
army.
middle. It
It's
looks
going
like
to be
a
Apollyon or
creature,
Abaddon, however you say his name.
What the hell is that?
Abaddon's in the Hebrew, Apollyon's in Greek. So basically, here it is,
Oh, I
the
see
top
two eyes
upside
already.
down.
Boop,
Now,
boop.
if you, I don't know if you
Over
can see
these
this or not,
eyes.
but you can kind of
Ooh.
see a
Ooh, it
face right
looks like
here
a
with big
lizard.
eyes, almost looks like an alien head, or even
See the
again,
whole body?
mandibles right here, two sets of
See those
mandibles.
eyes?
So this
Dink,
could be
dink. Those little
the
black
serp,
holes there?
the
Ooh, weird.
locust king right here,
And it
and
looks
then this
like
is a volcano right here, the
a
top
deer
of a
nose.
volcano, if you can see it, and then it's exploding up. Okay, now don't just take what I'm saying for it. There's also a head right here with two
Oh, yeah,
eyes
that's what I
and
saw.
then shoulders right here. It just blends. I mean, it just goes from one face to another face to another face. And I'm going to show you this. There's also a reptilian face right here. Okay, now you don't believe me? Now wait till I show you this. Okay, now I'm going to zoom up a little bit more so you can see a little bit more of some of these faces. And they, again, one, like for example, an eye will blur into another set of something for another face, go up and down, but you can clearly see these mandibles right here. There's two sets, there's these big eyes, and this head right here. Now I'm going to show you something. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Bam, there we go, right there. See, I upped the exposure and you
Ooh.
can really see it. Look at this Sauron, Lord of the Rings looking thing, and it's shooting up. This is a volcano shooting up. It just so happens that this parchment paper look to this cover is hiding the orangish parchment, yellowish parchment paper is hiding that you can up the exposure, and there's actually, it makes it red. It looks like lava shooting out. You know, shooting out from this is the top. This is the top of the volcano right, shooting up, and then you see this
This
head
is so
emerge.
crazy because you could now see that the eyes, it looks just like that creature that I was showing, that he showed in the beginning, Moloch. That is crazy. These people are nuts. I mean, I gotta say, if you don't believe in the devil and God in heaven at this point, I don't know what to tell you because it is so real with this evil. I mean, look at this. And they've been doing this for years and years and years. I can't go through this whole thing. It's an hour long. I can't even, I can't video that. I probably lost you by now. But go on to this, 777 Horsemen, and he decodes these pages, these covers of The Economist that still come out every, I don't know if it's every month, every year, whatever, but they go back, and even in 2015, they were telling us the future of what they were going to do and what's going to happen. So I don't know if this is going to happen in November or on the 21st, but if it does, if something happens in Hawaii on the 21st, but keep in mind, Trump and Q also know this because that's where I'm listening to it from. So they have to figure out how to stop them from doing it. You know what I mean? So let's hope they do. But this just actually blew my mind because I see lizard people all over this, and these people are lizards. I don't think any of these people, I don't think Nancy Pelosi's even real anymore. I don't think half of them don't even look like humans. They're just not, something wrong with them. Weird. Anyway, it's so cool. I'm going to continue to watch it because there's a long way to go. But just wanted to I wanted you to see this, Trey and Rebel and everybody, because it's so fascinating what he finds on these covers, and he gives you actual dates. And I'm not good at numerology and the demonic numerology, but that's why I would never understand this or be able to decode it. But it is so fascinating what these people do with numbers and how they figured out what they're going to do. So, okay, November, this, today, supposedly on the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, if it's not stopped, I think Russia's going to be blamed for nuking Hawaii. I think that was their plan anyway. And some volcano is supposed to erupt and then supposedly cause that to send a tsunami to California, the West Coast, and that will be gone. But for some reason, the East Coast is also going to get it. That's where I am, and I don't know how far Florida is going to last if this goes to fruition. You know what I mean? I don't know. They know about it, so I'm hoping that they're doing something about it, and I'm hoping God. I'm praying because everybody should be praying at this point. Because if you don't believe and repented to God, you better do it because this is so worse than you ever imagined. Like school and impeachment and all that is nothing compared to what they really had planned, which is this. It's complete. This is the real devil, people. This is people who are satanic. They want to feed us to Moloch and they want the babies. It's crazy how lied to we were. And it's all because we strayed away from God that it got this bad. Anyway, check this out. Let me know. Bye.